Hello, my name is John Marietti, and this is my week 4 reading reflection. So, what is my ePortfolio telling me so far? So, looking at my ePortfolio so far, it's really telling me that my learning it's been shaped by a lot of different experiences and not just classes. So, a lot of my artifacts focus on projects where I had to analyze information, work with others, and communicate ideas clearly. And this connects to the readings because they really emphasize how learning through experience and reflection, not just completing assignments, is really ideal. And so, similar to how Daniel Millstone talked about learning more from hands-on work and real conversations, my portfolio really reflects that. And that's when I learn best, and when I'm actually doing something and thinking through why it matters. So what would I tell my past or younger self? If I could talk to my past self, the one just back like a few years ago, I'd really tell myself, not to stress about, having everything figured out yet, honestly. And, the readings really made it clear that, learning is not always linear, and, it's okay to change directions and learn from mistakes. So honestly, I'd tell myself, save more work, reflect more often, and just focus less on finishing tasks and more on why I'm actually doing it and what I'm actually gaining from them. So those experiences, they all add up over time, and even if they don't seem important in the moment, they really are with your progress. So yeah. So what do I hope my ePortfolio says about me in the future? So, looking ahead, I really hope my ePortfolio shows that I'm someone who learns through experience, reflects on growth, and, applies those skills to actual real situations. So I wanted to tell my future self that, I didn't just complete the requirements, that I actually built, those transferable skills such as critical thinking, communication, as well as teamwork. So similar to how the readings describe the ePortfolio as, a learning journey rather than a highlight reel, I really hope mine shows progress, effort, adaptability. So, it also reminds me that learning doesn't stop at graduation, and that, each experience contributes to how I grow professionally, as well as personally into the future. But yeah, overall, these readings really did help me, get a good look at my ePortfolio, and realize, as a reflection of my learning journey and how far I've come, rather than just a collection of different assignments. And I thought this was, a great overall week to really help me understand myself better. Thank you for watching.